Hello all, this is Jesse checking in. Welcome to my channel. I am both here to teach you literary tricks and also to push my ebooks. I will get to my ebooks later on, but one of the literary devices that you can use, I know I've gone to characters and themes before, but another one you can use is point of view. So, what is point of view? Well, point of view just means as it says. For example, there's first person point of view. For example, let me, if I flip the camera or whatever, where it was like me looking out from this perspective, not this perspective, but if it was Doom, the video game, right? That would be first person perspective. A second dimension perspective is a little kind of weird because they talk like you, we, and so forth, and that's it's kind of hard to describe that point of view. But the third one is called the third person, and that's the God view or the omniscient view. That's the one most popular type of point of view to be used. Most novels, for example, let's say, for example, the novel I'm reading right now, The Bonfire of the Vanities, one of the main characters, Sherman McCoy, is described as being for example, Sherman McCoy said this, blah, 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 and he did that and that. And that's kind of the overview God view. And I think it's really popular because it translates well to movies, pretty much. The first person point of view is if you read the Hunger Games, you see a lot of I forgot the name of her, what's the name of the main character in Hunger Games? What's her name? Kathleen or whatever. Anyway, I know that I briefly read that a long time ago where hers is first person. And first person is basically I ran to the store, I grabbed the keys, I walked across to the store, and it's all from their perspective. It's basically their personal point of view. And it's the big thing that differentiates between first and third is that sometimes in the third person God view, sometimes during the same chapter, they will change point of views. Whereas in the first person, it's practically impossible to change viewpoints as far as switching to another character, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the big difference between first and third person. It's just its perspective and the ability to change two different characters within the same chapter. That's usually the big difference. But again, not many authors. Well, it just became more popular. I know Suzanne Collins has been, like I said, the Hunger Games, she used first person. So it is kind of become a little bit more popular, but, traditionally we use the omniscient third person view. And the second person that's more almost like poetry. It's like a side scroller, right? It's not very used very often. Well, that's it. That's all I really have. And that's whatever style works for you. But I will kind of, depending on your characters, what you want to do. Anyway, that's it. But also I have other, again, my ebook, my coming of age story, Secret Recipes of the Culinary Girls. It is on Amazon as an ebook. It's a novella. And I have the other one, Torn Lace, which is kind of a novella itself, but it's a science fiction story. And I think for people who love science fiction, they will definitely love that. So for me, The Secret Recipes of the Culinary Girls, it's more like a first person perspective, whereas Torn Lace is a third person perspective, okay? So that's the big difference between the two. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Bye.